We're going to go ahead and do some cards specifically for twin flames to see what is going on. Today is one of the biggest astrological alignments of the year. We have our Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus. This is huge because these two planets haven't been in the bullpen since 1941. This is also going to make everything that's going on all about your finances and your love life and the healing that needs to be done in this area as well too. And this is huge for twin flames. So we're going to talk a little bit about specific twin flame stuff. Don't get lost on other people's experiences. It's like anything else. I'm willing to bet most of the planet is stuck in karmic relationships and karmic cycles, and not everyone is in the twin flame relationship, connection, or even situation. So not everyone is going to be having the same experience. So keep in mind, this is a general read. And when I do these videos, I try to give you guys information to help you on your journey. But this is also a reading specifically for twin flames. And this is what's coming up, because some of the biggest blocks to twin flame union is the work that needs to be done. And we're going to talk about this as well too. What's coming up for the flames. So we see specifically with this alignment, and over the next year, we're going to see a lot of relationships crumbling that are karmic based. We see a lot of connections that are not of love, where you guys are together for finances, codependent reasons, things that you need to heal, of how these attractions came into your life as well too. We see that a lot of you guys are, I don't want to say it, like in different situations with the karmic. So this can sometimes present as a block as well too. And this is like the basis of codependency is using another person to feel good about yourself. Twin flame makes you break those patterns and dynamics based on what narrative or situation is playing out as well too. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a reading starting with the Divine Feminine right now, just what is going on. We have a lot coming up specifically for twin flames as well too. If you're doing the work, you're going to be guided back together with your twin flame. You're going to meet on a higher frequency. If you're in separation, your vibration is not high enough for union right now, and you have more work to be doing, and it just kind of depends on what that work is for you specifically and what is coming up. It's very important that you're following your inner guidance as well too, to move through these separations. You're also going to have to really work on what comes up. I notice the same stuff at different times comes up for pretty much everyone with the thought process and the things that you need to move through within as well too. We're going to move into a lot of galactic energy very fast as we prepare for the Lyrids meteor shower. We also have shifted into Taurus season. This is Pleiadian energy as well too. Taurus is kind of a get things done energy as well too. So you're being guided to put in some hard work right now, literally, whether it is your job, but even other areas of your life to make things happen right now. Okay, so we're going to start with the reading for the Divine Feminine, needing to shift into your feminine energies right now. A lot of you guys, and this isn't for everyone, but if you have I call it runner dynamic, a runner dynamic, an avoidant dynamic on the other end, on your masculine end of the twin flame, this is because you need to shift more fully into your Divine Feminine energies, on the Divine Feminine energy as well too. This is the masculine pushing out the feminine energy. So the best way to heal that is to shift more fully into your own feminine energies. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do some specific messages, starting with what is going on for the Divine Feminine Collective, but messages directly from Divine Feminine to Masculine. So Divine Masculine, if you're watching, direct messages feminine to masculine. I'm scared you will reject me. This could be something that's already happened. Oftentimes it's a pattern with one or both, and it might be triggering old things. It could be unresolved karmic energies or imprints that you're holding that have been blocking your heart chakra. It could be past childhood wounds. It could be past relationship wounds. Oftentimes this happens going into separation as well too. It just kind of depends. So some type of wounds have been brought up. Someone was saying, I have a lot of comments on my Facebook page right now. They were like, the twin flame journey is all pain. If you're holding that within you, you should get good at clearing these energies that are coming up as well too. We're doing an ascension, and when you ascend, you have to release and clear a lot of energies very fast. These are emotional energies and old emotions as well too. So your twin flame is going to mirror back what you need to heal, what you need to work on, and look at within yourself as well too. So this is some type of core rejection wound. This could be around past abandonment, childhood abandonment, or even low self-esteem and not feeling good enough, or even codependent dynamics like we're talking about. They will never compare to you. I put a post up this morning and I said, I am not single. Like I am in a twin flame separation, right? One of a few. And these spaces of separation are going to happen. They're very important for you doing your own individual soul growth. There's nothing that you're doing wrong there so that you can focus on yourself. I see something like me working on my mission in those spaces, and so is my twin flame. So when you're in these spaces of separation, it gives you a chance to work on your own soul, your own healing, and things within yourself as well too. This is going to happen, especially if you need to get on your soul purpose more, you need to heal more as well too. Someone also said on my page, twin flames are not meant to be romantic. Oh yes, they are. Like, yes, you're meant to anchor into the most beautiful spiritual relationship ever, into a beautiful romantic relationship. You guys have usually only had little glimpses of that when you have been together as well too, as many are needing to do more work. I always talk about your twin flame is meant to motivate you to do the necessary work, and a lot of healing work is going to come up. That's why you need to be doing energy healing sessions to continue to clear energies, raise your frequency, and to heal things on an energetic level. So when we're healing like on the mental and the physical, it's not deep enough. We have things within our energy field. So if you're going through a separation, you have repelled your twin flame in some type of way. This could have been negative energies, beliefs, thoughts, blocks that have come up, needing to go deeper and to heal these blocks. You're carrying things not just from this lifetime, but many different lifetimes that have been affecting the narratives that you've been having in your relationships in this life as well too, especially your twin flame union. So needing to do that deeper level of energy work as well too. Some of you guys are or haven't at all. And this is why you're in the twin flame separation, to motivate you to do the work that you were not doing in the first place as well too. And then I'm gonna keep going, but make sure you guys are checking out my website, sparksofdivinelightshealing.com. I always say do one-on-one twin flame readings as a phone call. It's gonna help you with going into specifically what is coming up for you and helping you to shift this, because a lot of you guys are stuck with not knowing what to do in these separations, or not able to on your own work it into union, because this is a whole process that you're going to go through too. So I say book the readings on there. Make sure you guys are checking out the twin flame clearings, activation work, and healings that I do as well too. This is going to help you so much with healing yourself and shifting into a healthy relationship. Most of these separations are happening because one or both twin flames have an insecure attachment style, and it is impossible to come into a healthy connection until you heal that as well too. So I have a lot of stuff for that on my website. I also do twin flame coaching, and this is going to help you the most. I take you through sessions of this where we go back into your records and heal certain things energetically, and anything that we go into, we're releasing and healing in these areas that you need it the most. So I always recommend doing my twin flame coaching too. You guys are going to need it if you're stuck, and that will help you shift out of separation and into union. And I always say, get that help on my site, because I see so many people that are very stubborn and they hit the separation and they just try to keep going, getting the same results, and it really messes things up. Make sure that you're getting that help that you need, especially if you've hit blocks, which is not getting the results that you want, on my website. You're worth more to me than I let on. And this is like so important. And I feel that twin flames take on a lot of karma, come to earth, and it is about balancing the masculine and the feminine energies, but it's all about unconditional love. Your twin flame is always going to love you. They're always going to love you unconditionally. And when you're in those higher frequencies, you achieve union. That is what you came here to earth to do as well too. You knew you would go through spaces of separation, most notably incarnating into a 3D dense planet that we call Earth, and needing to work our way up into the 5D. Union happens in the 5D. 5D is not a place. It is going to be another dimension that once you raise your frequency enough and you're vibrating at a higher rate or frequency, you're going to be able to tap into it right here in the same place and access more. Oftentimes we're needing to activate our DNA as well too. Most of the planet, I was writing this morning, are stuck in between the first and the third dimension. And that's because they have blocks within their DNA or within their system that are making it hard to access the heart chakra. So we want to be doing DNA activation work. We want to be working on healing our heart chakra. Every single relationship that you have had has left blocks and karmic imprints that you need to clear and you need to heal as well too. A lot of you guys also have a lot of really unhealthy energetic dynamics that I don't even know if people are noticing. Like, are you feeling your energy? Do you feel energy, right? Needing to feel your energy, needing to feel other people's energy. And you've had a lot of stuff you've been through starting in childhood, like literally, and this is what has left you open to energy vampirism, creating knots and blocks in your energy where you're so used to it. You probably drew a lot of karmic toxic partners in the past, narcissistic types, whether friends, family, or relationships, and this has all affected your energy system, and you're needing to clear these things so that you can hold a higher frequency. So you have a lot of blocks in your energetic or etheric body. You're needing to do that energy healing work so that you can clear cords, attachments, blocks, and things like that from everything that you've already been through as well too. So to get to union, we have to do a high level of energy work so that we can hold more light, vibrate at a higher frequency. And guess what? Your twin flame will meet you there if you're in a separation. They're going to meet you at that higher because they are the perfect divine mirror for you. And so what usually happens, and this is not for everyone, but usually you get a taste of that union and you come together and you know this is your person, but the issues come up and this is the unhealed aspects that they're mirroring back to you. This is like the fear and the negative things that are playing out that you need to go in and heal to get to union. And this is where the real work comes in. So separation is a space of real work and having to do that work. And I always say you can't bypass it either, right? To get into these higher frequencies and to get back in these love bubble states of union with your twin flame as well too. And when you do that work, they're going to reflect that energy back to you because they're always reflecting your own energy back to you and your own core issues and core wounds if you didn't notice. I can't let you go. So during separation, we're needing to let our twin flame go. Usually, it will be some, I say illusion, it will be some storyline of they don't want to be with you. You will feel on your end, and this is so that you'll do that work, and then you need to respect their boundaries, their space, and what they want as well too. And this usually is something past your control as well too, because you're needing to do that work. This is why certain things happen as well too. Having a hard time letting them go. You notice that sometimes you're needing to, and that you're done with those old timelines. Wherever you were with your twin flame prior to separation, you're going to meet on higher new timelines. So you're needing to not only let them go, you're needing to let go of whatever happened, whatever transpired in the past. And if and when you guys are willing to or ready to start over in a higher frequency or a higher energy, you're going to have to. But you're needing to let go, where you guys have been clearing a lot of timelines very fast. Taurus season is going to help us with that too, right? Taurus season is like, letting go of energies, tapping in energetically as well too, past the senses as well too. It's all about how things feel as well too. So some are having a hard time letting go, or more importantly, letting go of the past and past hurts that are connected with this person and connected with your twin flame, needing to let go of the past more. Many of you guys, your twin flame did not come here to hurt you. You were holding these karmic imprints and karma owed out, and they came to help you release that karmic debt. And if you look at whatever transpired leading to your separation, put the pieces together, connect it to your past, they were helping you to release, dislodge blocks and energies that were already in your system in some type of way. This is why it's very important that you heal these energies, or you'll keep getting the same results with this person as well too. So separation is very much needed so that you can clear and release deeper energetic blocks. We have a lot coming up with your heart chakra right now. We're meant to be together. I will wait as long as it takes for a shot with you. And then I can't remember, I posted something yesterday saying, you will go through probably maybe breakups with this person. Right? Yes. And this is part of the journey and the triggering and the purge that you need to go through, maybe even multiple times till you get it right. It depends. But the difference with twin flame is that you're always going to come back together. You're going to meet on higher timelines. You'll come back together in other lifetimes, and you've done many lifetimes with this person as well too. And some of you guys know that in your heart, and you have to really follow your guidance, because for some of you guys, you're being guided, and the reason why you can't let go or move on is because you're not supposed to, that you're supposed to be doing this work and also staying positive about your twin flame situation, because when you're positive about something, you have the ability to manifest your desires into reality, and you have the potential to shift things and how things are going as well too. So you got to really follow your guidance with this person as well too. With certain relationships, you're gonna know it's over. I know a lot of people have a hard time letting go of karmics because of the ego bruises, but with your twin flame, it's different. You're gonna know that you're not done with this person yet, and you're not meant to be on some level as well too. So make sure you're really following your guidance with your own situation. So we're gonna go into what the divine feminine needs to heal right now with these cards. All right, broken mirrors. Addiction, roller coaster, toxic connection. Okay, your twin flame is a mirror to you when you figure out there is no one else and only you, I know. And the things that you've been projecting at your twin flame are things you need to heal within yourself too. They've come into your life and acted as a divine mirror as your counterpart, and they've shown you things about yourself. And I know you love the part with the love bubble and it's all great and you see all of your best traits, but this is your soul, and you hold darkness and light. Where there is light, there is darkness, and the darkness is areas that are shadow and need to be healed and need to be transmuted. Many of you guys as twin flames moved through a lot more toxicity, especially as star seeds in childhood and things like that. So you have a lot that have come up to heal as well too. So, you know, this is not meant to be a toxic connection. When twin flames, when it turns that way, it's to heal the layers that are coming up. And some of this is from your own past and things that you have been through, as we're talking about too. So needing to clear a lot of toxic energies. Your twin flame is here to trigger you and push your buttons just right so that you can release and heal these energies that you have stored, old emotions, karma, you know, toxic attachments, things like that. You're needing to let go of this as well too. So we have this clearing energies coming up. All right, so we have secretive, and this might be this is like not being able to see the big picture, only seeing a small part of it. So if you go into this twin flame situation, you're going to get a lot of downloads very fast as well too. There's a lot that you are, I want to say privy to that. You're going to get a lot of information. You're going to get a lot of downloads. We just moved through eclipse season, so this is what is hidden is being revealed, but within yourself as well too, to do this work. So you have a lot that is coming to the surface. We're still feeling the effects of those eclipse energies. We're feeling, we have Jupiter, which is like sudden shifts in fortune and our path and plot shifts, and this is a positive aspect. And then we have planet of change that brings through breakdowns, breakthroughs, deep inner transformation, and they're in Taurus right now, and this is around our love life. And this is very, very important. So there's a lot of change that's going to happen, but these are meant to be positive changes as well too. Many of you guys are holding on to the past, and you're holding on to a lot of lower frequency stuff, and you're needing to do the work to do this. So we have a lot of people needing to get in your own energy. This is what your twin flame is here to motivate you to do. If you're still with karmic connections, motivating you to get rid of them and to clear them. And this can take time to do the spiritual work required of ascension, but you're going to have to do the ascension work too. So you have a big focus on letting go of things that you have outgrown, that you're no longer a vibrational match to, because a lot of this stuff might be weighing you down as well too. Okay, so we have pop-up, and this is a surprise visit, reaching out and in person. If you have been in a no contact separation or not a lot of communication, expect this person to suddenly just pop up on your timeline. They might come to your house, they might call you, they might message you. And this is like when you're, I want to say better, when you're healed enough, the universe will bring you together again as well too. This person, and we're doing a reading for the divine feminine, this person is going to be guided by God as your divine counterpart to be with you, and they're going to get within their guidance to connect with you, to reach out. They could be missing you. They're missing you anyway the whole time, but they're going to be given the guidance to call you or to connect with you. Okay, so we have planning, and once again, this is text, phone call, and meeting up with this person. So they might be appearing again. You might be making plans again. we've had some type of conflict that has happened with you guys, whether there was a fight, a disagreement, whatever happened to lead you into separation. Maybe you were both just drained, I always say, couldn't handle the energies of it, because you get a lot of upgrades with twin flames. It can be very intense. Oftentimes you're needing to handle the upgrades too. And when we go through a lot of energy upgrades fast, this can cause, we'll say, depression, mental stuff, you know, all sorts of stuff too when we're going through these upgrades. So sometimes when you don't know what's happening and you first were going through that separation and it felt really yucky, by the end of it, you're going to feel really good when you've integrated some of the energy upgrades that are happening with this as well too, because your twin flame should be awakened. Yes, your twin flame should be awakened. And when you're around that awakened masculine, they should be helping to activate your field just as you are to them as well too. So we have some type of argument, and this is like making amends and a positive outcome coming out of this as well too. Okay, so we have avoidance. This is a huge thing as well too. And so some of you guys are noticing that, and not to pick, but oftentimes masculines are more avoidance. But if you do feel that your twin flame or you has an avoidant attachment style, this can be an issue too, because you guys might be avoiding commitment, real intimacy. It might have caused issues in this too. And so like, I know when you see that within your masculine, they're reflecting your own avoidance of doing the work or things that you're not doing for yourself as well too. And so this is like, I love this, in hiding, feeling guilty and no communication. So this could be your situation on either end of it too, trying to shut out the connection, hiding from the connection. We always say hiding, right? And then like, I always said, I'm not going to keep doing this, but I always think of Adam and Eve when they ate the knowledge. It was said they were trying to hide and put clothes on from God and things like that, right? The hiding, this is avoidance to hide. Unlovable aspects. Someone put an amazing post up the other day talking about like marriage is being with someone who sees all your flaws and still loving them as well too. So this is why people go avoidant, too much shadow work or needing to do shadow work. But sometimes it goes back to childhood wounds and patterns of pushing people away, sabotaging connections, and shutting out the feminine. Okay, so we have Inferno. This is everything crumbling. It's our Tower card. You might be going through transitions with losing things, whether this is marriage, relationships, jobs, letting go of the 3D and the attachments to the 3D. You're going to go through a lot of transformation with your spiritual awakening. And for the people that have just woken up, this is a whole process as well too that you're going to have to work through with the healing too. So this is the Tower. Especially if you're in separation, you'll feel like you're getting really hard lessons. This is to get you back together into union. So sometimes it's not about your twin flame. It's about things happening in your own life that you need to deal with on your own, right? All right, you need to raise your frequency to come back together. Work on your energy. It's a lot of what we've been talking about today too, doing that work to raise your frequency. You need to maintain that 4D state of consciousness. Separation is 3D and 4D. I desire union just as strongly as you. So our feminine is desiring union and to come together. I need to do some soul searching on my own. If you're on your own, you're just where you should be. Keep masculines out of your field. If you are in a separation, nothing will trigger your counterpart like, you know, other karmics in your field. Everyone is karmic to you other than your twin flame right there. And so this is a feminine reading. Make sure that you're keeping other people out of your field. If you don't, if you're entertaining karmics, male friends, I always say things like that, this is going to trigger and keep your twin flame away from you longer. Number one. Number two, it's going to probably create karma for you as well too. The mirroring and what I was being shown just got too intense. It's like that shadow of the mirror too. It's funny how each has a different view as well too. So it was like the energy got too intense and pushed you apart. If there's negative energy, repel. Positive love pulls you together. I feel your energy around me all of the time. And that's because your masculine's higher self is around you. They're checking on you. They're trying to help you as well too. So you might feel your masculine popping in. We had that popping card. And this is like they come into your field, whether you're getting a download, you're connecting with them, you know what's going on their end, you're getting messages. Pay attention to the downloads you're getting. Okay, so we have this runner, and this is the masculine, right? But this is like not wanting to run anymore and feeling guilty. Both have felt a lot of pain and damage from this with each other as well too. Okay, so this is neglected. I failed to give you what you need as well too. So we have this Maybe you haven't been taking good care of your own energy and that you've been focused a little bit too much on the external. Some of you guys, we talked about having insecure attachment style and are needing external validation. When you need external validation, you're going to be led astray because you're going to be going to other people right there for guidance when you should be going within, and this is not good. So you're being guided to really work on your energy and to work on your intuition and to clear any blocks to your intuition. When your intuition is more clear, you can better navigate your path. Okay, so we have a soul tie. You guys are always connected. I had someone messaging me, how do you cut the cords? You need to cut your cords regularly, but you won't be able to with your twin flame. And this tether will help you guys. You're always exchanging energy, each other's energy in information and other things like that, because energy is information. You're always exchanging energy as well too. You're always connected to this person, and this is going to help you to come back together. Okay, needing more balance in your life. You're like needing balance in your own energy and balance within the connection too. Many of you guys have been putting too much into the relationship. Should be 50-50, not the other person. 50 you, the relationship, right? Not 90 into the relationship, 10% into you. That creates imbalances. But you're needing to really put 100 into you, and then right, and then 100 into the relationship, into the connection, and you're needing to stay balanced with that as well too. When you're putting all your energy into the connection, and you end up drained and things like that. So you need to be more in your flow of give and take. This is also about the energy exchanges around you. If you are a twin flame, you're an empath and you're a healer, stay awake, because there's a lot of people that are coming to you for your healing energy and they're not reciprocating, and this will drain you very fast. As you know, as a healer, because you have a special kind of energy when you are a twin flame, especially if you have come into union or you're in a twin flame union too. So all about protecting your energy as well too, and creating more balanced energy exchanges, right? Mistakes. I wish I could right my wrongs. Divine Feminine is in this energy of regret about the past and wishing they hadn't made certain mistakes. Okay, so this is the Four of Cups. This is like, I love it. Getting offers. This could be love offers. This is like regret though, focusing on the negative. Okay, if you have made your twin flame, this is like you made your twin flame the villain of your story card as well too. You need to shift your mindset. You need to shift your perspective and change how you're seeing things as well too. You might think that you've missed an opportunity to come together with this person. You will be together with this person if you can follow your guidance and do the healing work. And so I think that is very important too. You're meant to come together on a higher timeline. It's all about getting there. Okay, so we have Nine of Swords, and this is like in your head a lot. You've had a lot of negative thoughts that are blocking union as well too. And this is like chilling out, accepting the truth, letting go of negativity, and like recovering from whatever you've been through as well too. You might be up at night, you might be worried, you might be having a lot of purging or spins, all about kind of coming back into the light after all of that. Okay, so this is Eight of Cups. Divine Feminine is being guided to walk away and clear negativity. Let go of the past. It's everything coming up for the Divine Feminine right now. Moving on, and this is like working on solar plexus, heart chakra issues, self-esteem, more confidence, heart chakra as well too. Nine of Pentacles, and this is like needing to be independent, so lack of independence and lack of freedom. Some of you guys are still shackled into karmic situations that are taking your power or disempowering you, or this could be financially, you haven't mastered yourself, or in other areas energetically as well too. Needing to work on developing your finances and healing your finances, healing your love life, and getting, we'll say, more whole within your own energy. Okay, so we have Three of Cups. Now, this isn't for everyone, but some might be in third-party situations. You are in these situations for a reason, and we're going to talk about this really fast. I don't want to, but I have a few people I've been working with in these kind of situations. Know that you won't like the karmic. So we're talking about on either side. You're not going to like this. Oftentimes, we should be seeing karmics differently, because you may be in that situation with a karmic, or it could be your twin flame, but when you're seeing the other side of it, it's just going to trigger your insecure attachment style, jealousy, and other issues. On your side, that's exactly why it's happening, so that you can work on what is coming up and what you need to heal. On the other side, your twin flame wasn't ready then, and that they're needing this karmic lesson, and usually it is actually helping to get you to union, but you won't see it that way with whatever, if there's another relationship, that they're needing to complete some type of karmic lessons, and this is going to awaken them to their twin flame union and situation to get them ready for union as well too. So we have this energy around, but this is also a reunion union card. And this is a really positive. So even no matter how your path looks, this is the path, the union. A lot of people are in separation. Don't stay stuck in it. That is part of the path to get to union, right? Like you guys will think that love bubble was union and you fell into separation. No, no, no. You have to pass through that to really anchor into reunion and union energies. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands, and this is your twin flame, and this is like, they have a couple paths going on, and I always think of this as like 3D to 5D. They want more in their life. They're making plans and strategizing. This can indicate overseas travel, and it's like my reflection staring off into space and figuring out what they want as well too. So we have the masculine as needing to make some type of choices coming up in their path right now. Some of you guys, not everyone everywhere might live in other countries. And if you do, this represents, because it's the masculine on the card, this represents the masculine thinking about visiting you if you're in another country, or maybe being guided to travel to you too as part of their spiritual journey as well too. Okay, so we're going to do a reading for the masculine. We want to be tapping into these energies. I'm doing activations today, right? Great energies. And I'm doing activations on my site. Make sure that you're checking them out after and doing healings. You want to be using today's energy to be doing healing work. This will help you a ton. This card was like jumping out at us. So we're going to do a reading for the masculine just to see what is going on. So also with that last card for the feminine, this is masculine trying to get to you, to get to union. They may have been shown what was in the way or things that they needed to clear or heal. All right, we're going to do a reading for the divine masculine, divine feminine. If you're watching, take this as messages directly from your masculine to feminine. What is going on for the masculine collective? Messages masculine to feminine. I'm sorry I couldn't be what you needed me to be. They might have this underlying insecurity that they aren't good enough and low self-esteem, or that, you know, you were too good for them, or they weren't worthy of love, and just things like that. I keep hoping to bump into you everywhere I go. Some people are. I did some healing for someone yesterday, and immediately, because yes, you should see the results immediately. They had like 2 encounters back to back with their twin flame, right? So some of you guys are like bumping into your twin flame in person. If you are, this is the universe trying to bring you together. Now, I always know when you guys are healed or when you're not healed, because I always hate when I see twin flames at the same place at the same time and you guys just ignore each other and don't say hi. You're messing it up. You're not healed. Or you go say hi, you talk to them, right? And when you're ignoring them, they ignore you back, as it's a mirror. And I've seen very real situations where people have literally had many run-ins, they didn't say anything and lost their chance in life. So I think it's very important that if you're physically running into your twin flame, that you're saying hi and talking to them. This is why healing is important, because if you were healed, you definitely will be excited to and wanting to. But when we're in that ego unhealed state, you won't want to. You'll ignore, you'll avoid. I don't want to be toxic anymore. You guys have brought a lot of toxic patterns to the surface as well too. And so about the healing too. Masculine has been doing the work, your masculine. And this is huge. I fantasize about you. Once you meet your divine counterpart, you're not going to want anyone else. This is the part of it, right? They want you. They think about you all of the time. And yes, this is more like mindset, like where you're always on their mind, but also sexually too. I want to treat you the way that you deserve as well too. And I always say masculine knows how to do it, and they will step up, and they will when they're ready. And when they're not ready, we see the toxic stuff, right? So this is maybe if in separation, they're needing to be ready or to treat you better. And this is, I am afraid of commitment. At the core of avoidance is fear of commitment. It's literal fear of losing independence and being hurt again. Oftentimes they are hurting people through their fear of being hurt. as well too. So we have a little bit of avoidance coming through as we've been talking about. Every day I pray to be with you. Your masculine is manifesting you. They're praying for you. Both of you are praying for each other to be together. You've triggered such intense emotions in me, and this is the real underlying core of separation. And I always say, I was sharing, that's healing your throat chakra for the masculine, and that the avoidance, avoiding feeling uneasy about your feminine, expressing their feelings and emotions, the core wound of avoidance. This is throat chakra and needing to step into your own feminine energy to be more comfortable with the divine feminine. You are my past and my future. And like, this is like past lives, this life, right? And future timelines as well too. Make sure that you're doing that healing work to get to those higher timelines. Only losing you did I realize what I had. Oftentimes the masculine needs to go through this loss to be ready as well too. Sometimes they're needing that. So like, I always joke around about, but I'm serious about the avoidant death cycle. And so this is like, they love that love bombing superficial stage, and then when it's getting serious they bail and they avoid and they run away, and oftentimes coming back in cycles. It just kind of depends too. Maybe they don't come back, maybe they do as well too. And then I think this is important too, because, and as it's saying, this is like the core of it is needing to commit and come into a union at the core of this avoidance as well too. So what happens with the avoidant is after they do that, they feel really good. Oftentimes avoidants are just avoiding you. They're chatting other women, they're at parties, they're out at the bars, they're acting single, right? They're living life, they're doing what they want, which is oftentimes just entertaining other people. And this is like, they want to keep their options open at that point, because this is a different point too. But what happens is, I always joke around that life, it gets old and lonely, right? And superficial. So it's very superficial. And once they've met you, they can't go back to the 3D they find. And oftentimes they get lonely, depressed, and realize what they're missing in losing you or going into a separation. And this is usually the point where they come back ready as well too. You've triggered deep insecurities I didn't even know I had. Be patient with me while I heal things. And so this is them needing to heal their core issues too. Okay, so we're going to see what the masculine needs to heal right now. Fighting. There might have been an argument that happened, a fight, a disagreement. Trust issues, one-sided, and detachment. They might be too detached from reality, like spending too much time in their head, or, and this is another thing, because it goes with avoidant attachment style of many kinds, and secure attachment, where they're easily detached. They don't connect right from childhood. And this is usually, okay, so like the narcissist, which you guys have been through prior to your twin flame relationship, both twin flames have, they go through the devaluation. They don't like you anymore and they discard you. Now the avoidant, which usually has a lot to do with twin flame, they do it differently. They deactivate, they disconnect, and they ghost, and they go as well too. So this is part of the detachment as well too, and why they're not connecting right, and what the masculine needs to heal to come into a healthy connection as well too. So we have that coming up. All right, so we have ashamed, backfired, and got caught. They may have been caught out for how they were acting. And this is shame energy from childhood. And it's just from the mother shaming them in childhood and things that they've buried and repressed. So when all those emotions come up, it was connected to not feeling good, shame, and mother wound in childhood a lot of the time too. Okay. This is childish. This person might be immature, argumentative, and playing the victim all of the time as well too. And this might be affecting things. They might be stuck in a third dimensional perspective or consciousness as well too. And they might be acting immature too. I always love it because oftentimes twin flames meet when they're older. I know, right? And like, oh my God, I had so many people tell me this week, like, oh, my twin flame was out acting 21 at the bar, at a party, or whatever they're doing, right? They're at parties, right? Oh my God, they're acting single. And like I said, that gets old. How old are we now, right? All right, self-love. This is loving you, taking back control, and finally being happy. Okay, so we have generally, and it happens on both sides, masculine has control issues. And this might create a lot of drama in relationships because no awakened divine feminine is going to be controlled. I was just joking around about that. So when they try to do things that are manipulative, taking control, right, and things like that, The waking feminine can see through that. This often creates drama in their connections and their relationships as well too. This goes to healing the solar plexus, divine masculine. You're being guided to heal your solar plexus. So once again, we have drama kind of coming out. So there might have been some drama that happened on the masculine side. All right, self-love. Take time and make sure that you're healing yourself and healing your heart chakra wounds. The longer you're in separation, the more pain and healing that it creates for both of you too. So needing to heal your heart chakra. All right. Irreplaceable. Divine masculine has figured out that divine feminine is irreplaceable. The way you love me can never be matched. If they thought the grass was greener on the other side or they had karmic interest, they're starting to see that. They have a lot of regret. They wish this had never happened, whatever has happened leading to separation. They're worried too much about external validation and people talking about this, like whether they've been going to their friends and none of their friends are twin flames and they're giving them bad advice, or people that they used to know. And so oftentimes I feel like in separation, you'll clear connections anyway. So this is being afraid of what other people think of them. They feel like they've missed an opportunity with you and that they should have taken action. They're keeping secrets, and we see this with someone else in the divine feminine. They might be hiding a karmic. For some, not everyone, they might be hiding a karmic or karmic situations, or they haven't fully opened up to you, or they were hanging out with another feminine too. So they haven't told you everything. And this is escape. Some of them have just simply left when things got hard. You're going to go through tests, trials, and things like that with your twin flame. Just know that. All right, so we have the Lovers, and this is upside down though. So this is karmic attachments are getting in the way of this situation. And this is like unrequited love as well too. This is like the energy of it, that some type of karma has gotten in the way of this union. Could be old patterns from each side. It could have been, we talked about maybe not getting on and things like that, or things that you guys need to wrap up karmically in order to come together. We have the Ace of Swords though. This is going to be a new beginning, and this is like masculine's getting mental clarity, and this is like this is clear communication. This is good news for many of you guys have legal matters karmically. This is like clearing those things and getting a good resolve. But this is also your divine feminine, that communication is going to come through. You're going to get clarity, and you're going to want to communicate with your divine feminine if you're not. All right, so we have the Devil in reverse, and this is once again detaching. And this is like being guided to really free yourself from past karmic situations as well too. Many of you guys, because this is a reading for the guys, had past karmic attachments in your field that were triggering your divine feminine. And if you've seen that, you should pay attention, because when you have karmics attached to you, they come with energy attachments, and they were draining you. And so when you were wondering, why is my divine feminine getting so upset about that ex or that friend, is because they were hooked in. So we should look at every connection as a plug-in, like a plug-in socket. So, you have your ex, they're plugged into your energy, someone else, and we are meant to cut these cords, but we can't clear the cords because they'll just record if we don't get rid of these past connections. So if your divine feminine was triggered at either another relationship you had, karmics, women, friends, things like that, pay attention. These were succubus types that were draining your energy from past connections. Some of them were narcissist relationships, or they were people hanging around specifically to feed on you or throw off your union. And while they might have been making you feel good with ego, they were not good for your energy. And so we have this, because it's a masculine reading, that you had karmic attachments still that were affecting your divine feminine. Because if you guys are connecting masculine, feminine, and you're exchanging energy, and you have all this stuff in your field that's draining you, you drain your feminine as well too. So many of you guys have been pulled back, and masculines, into separation to do more clearing work as well too. Okay, so we have the Moon. This is everything coming to the surface. This is clearing the illusions, secrets, deception, and receiving intuitive insight. Pay attention to your dreams. You had fear and anxiety that were blocking this connection. You might have had either fearful avoidant or an anxious avoidant attachment style that was affecting this connection as well too. Sometimes it would be like you were real clingy on the anxious spectrum, and then somehow it activated the avoidant, right, and the fear. And you might have even been activated both of those things too. So this is clearing fear and anxiety around this connection, but also paying attention to your intuition and the insights that are coming to you. Okay, so we have 10 of Cups. This is clearing family situations, and this is healing separation. And so this is like Many of you guys are needing to heal things from the past and childhood wounds that are affecting this union as well too. So this is like letting go of childhood wounds, past situations, so that you can get into union and heal this separation for many. So the more that you are connected with the family and trying to live for the family and please the family, the less you'll be successful in your life. I know, and things like that. Some of you guys are needing to release family attachments too that are affecting your energy too. And so, sometimes these are karmic bonds, and karmics can be really draining to you too. So you might need to have boundaries if you're very immersed with your family or entrenched in your family or spending a lot of time with your family. Have boundaries there as well too. This might be causing separation issues or separation wounds that you need to heal that are connected with your family, or your twin flame may have triggered old karmic baggage or wounds from your childhood by whatever played out in your twin flame separation. So if you've ended up in a twin flame separation, it is encouraging you to dig deeper and to look at and heal whatever painful areas have come up, because these are places from childhood that your twin flame probably unintentionally triggered as well too. So divine masculine being guided to do some inner child healing work right now, shadow work. All right, we're going to go on that note. Anyways, but if you guys need me, just go ahead and book me on my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. I'm going to be around doing healings and activations today. Have a beautiful day.